bring light to the darkness. You give hope and you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Only you, God. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness. You give hope and you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour it out. We pour it out to you. Yes, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only.
Great is the Lord, and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. One generation will commend your works to another. They will tell of your mighty acts. They will speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty, and I will meditate on your wonderful works. They will tell of the power of your awesome works, and I will proclaim your great deeds. They will celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made. All you have made will praise you, O Lord. Your saints will extol you. They will tell of the glory of your kingdom and speak of your might, so that all men may know of your mighty acts and the glorious splendor of your kingdom. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures through all generations.
All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord.
Well, good morning, Spa Church. Great to have you out this morning. You know, one of the things that means a lot to me is to see people come into the church to develop their relationship with Jesus. And then over the course of time, as they begin to assimilate that which Christ has instilled in them, then beginning to practice it. And what I love and I prayed for many years is that not only that people practice it, but then they exercise it and they begin to teach it. My prayer when I first started ministry here at SPA was that we would see people go to Bible school and we would see people develop the opportunities of being Christian leaders in our community. Well, a number of years ago, Jamie Arseneau and his family, they joined our church, and what a privilege to have him be part of our youth ministry, see him develop, see him help with worship in youth, but then at church as well. And then God began to work on his life and got him involved in Dry Ministry, and to see him take this ministry and use it not just locally but across the globe. What an awesome thing to watch. It truly encourages my heart. Dryme has been very near to me because we utilized Dryme when we went to Nicaragua and other places, even in the province. And now Jamie has not only utilized that, but he's taught other people as well. And we're so grateful when he met Alana and they got married, and now they got a little Jamie coming, or Jaminette, whatever it may be. And I'm so excited about their future as a family. Now, Jamie, just a reminder, and Alana, just a reminder, as you developed your relationship with SPA through the years, I'm hoping that this little one is also able to develop a relationship even with us. Anyways, we want to thank you for being part of our service. We want to thank you for investing in us, and we want to continue to invest in you. We want to welcome Jamie and Alana here this morning as they share what God is doing in and through their lives, and what God is doing through Dryme in different parts of the world. Thank you, guys. God bless you as you share.
Spa family, hello. I'm so glad to be able to give you guys an update on what we've been up to together in this partnership through Dryme. I'm sure you'll agree with me as I say what a crazy season it's been, but we're doing well. Lana and I are doing great. Hope you are all doing so well. I wonder if you've also experienced what we've been experiencing and through this season. I feel like it's kind of exposed this thirst and this craving and this kind of vulnerability to what are we living for, in the sense of we've been experiencing that all around the world, that as we're in this pandemic, we've seen this arise in cities all over the world, with people kind of really second guessing, what are we doing here? What is this all for? And so even though we've had to pivot a lot in Dryme, there's been no short of impact, because I think this has actually exposed the reason why we exist. We've been seeing in cities all around the world the opportunities where all of a sudden church attendance is going lower for natural reasons. People, Barna just put out a study where it's saying 50% of millennials have disengaged with church. So there's all these questions looming under the surface. And we in Dryme, that's what we're here for. We've kind of been thinking, how do we engage people who are not entering the church doors? How do we engage people who are not joining programs, who may be isolated, they don't know where to ask these deeper questions of life, and they don't know where or how to tackle those questions and have these meaningful conversations. And that's where we step in, and that's why we love to partner with churches to be able to be better together. And so that's what we've still been doing in this season. Yes, we've had to pivot, but in this past year alone, we have seen 5 new teams launch, which is incredible. Teams that are led by local leaders that live in those cities, so that they can lead these teams in a very culturally relevant and impactful way. One in Quebec City, which has been incredible to see that, and just the thirst and the hunger arise in that city. 2 in Benin, in Paracu and Acpacpa. 1 in Paraguay, in Ciudad del Este, and 1 in Mexico called Manzanillo. It's been incredible that through our partnership this year, we've seen 50,000 people encounter Jesus in city spaces, in public spaces all around the world. So whether they're walking to work or on a lunch break, they get to have the chance to have these discussions, to engage the gospel in a totally new way, visually, relationally, prayerfully, and experience Jesus in a whole new way that they never have before. And through these opportunities, 2,800 people this past year have given their lives to Christ, which is so incredible. So thank you for journeying with us in that. You have had that impact. We've also been able to train 1,000 believers in how to confidently engage these conversations. I feel it. It's not easy. It's hard to talk about God. It's really, really hard, and I feel scared and nervous so many times. And we want to equip believers all around the world to be able to step into that, take those steps of faith, to not bow to fear, and to be confident in engaging these conversations, because that's what we need more than ever in our world, is these conversations to happen about God, about life, about faith, about hurt, about struggles. We want to bring that in public spaces around the world. And so as I think about this past year, I think about the girl we met in Vancouver who, she said, my day sucked. And she was able to open up to a drummer that she just met. And for the first time, she said, I've never been able to share these struggles or what I've been going through with people. So thank you for this conversation. We saw a man in Paraguay say, through a long conversation, say, I don't know what would have happened if you did not come here today, because he was able to receive forgiveness for the first time for a crime that he actually committed that put him in jail, but he just felt so burdened down, and our drummer was able to bring them to Christ, to help him receive that gift of forgiveness for him, and we saw freedom that day on the streets. I think of M.A., who started a team up north. He was a part of a team in the south, started a team up north. They went to a village. I think 50 people came to Christ, and he actually started a church plant in that city. That's incredible. And the Church of Benin has also been just giving us reports of, we don't know what would have happened without Drime, because our churches are alive again, which is so exciting. And then there's just countless stories that I can think of, and it's because of you guys. So thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad to be able to partner together, to continue to walk, to be able to be innovative and pivot, to continue to discover how we can reach our world on how to regionalize well. So we have all these different regions now: Africa, Asia, South America, North America, but they're so different. And so we want to empower staff and have staff teams around the world that could lead the ministry in ways that will be so impactful and probably unique. But I think that's what's needed in our time today. And so thank you so much for your prayers. Continue to pray with us as we lead and as we kind of enter these city spaces around the world. And I love you guys so much. God bless. Miss you guys.
I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Let's sing it. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Yeah. The battle belongs to you, Lord. Ooh. The weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. And when the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. Oh my God will never fail. No, no, my God, He will never fail. Oh, I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Yes, I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. The battle belongs to you, Lord. Yours alone, you will fight for us. 'Cause there's power in the mighty name of Jesus. And every war He wages, He will win. No, I'm not backing down from any giant. 'Cause I know how this story ends. Yes, I know how this story ends. 'Cause I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory, Jesus. Oh, the battle belongs to you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, you're turning it around. You make all things work together, and you turn them for good. Yeah. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. Yes, He does. You turn it for good. Come on, I believe it. Here we go. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You turn